Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Sorry that I've been MIA for a little bit. I've spent the last week down with a viral respiratory infection. Finally getting over that and getting somewhat back to normal. But all that time off I sat around and had lots of time to think and come up with something that's kind of different. My father showed me how to do this when I was in Boy Scouts. The place that we done most of our camping at was on a piece of private property. The property owner gave us an old abandoned house. We kind of went in and refurbished it to use it as a camping location. We took out a lot of the floor so that we'd have an area for a fire pit and so forth. Kept some of the floor in some of the house just for a sleeping platform. But one of the things is within about 50 yards of this house, there was a pretty good sized creek. And we would always make spears, gig frogs, crayfish, tried to gig fish. And one of the things that we learned in the process was one type of spear doesn't work for every kind of animal. So what we would use to spear frogs didn't work when we would try to spear fish, so we'd have to make another spear. Well, one day Dad was watching us and called us all over and said, "Boys, why are you making all these spears? Just make one spear and then make different heads to go on it." Kind of got us intrigued, kind of puzzled us at the same time. So what Dad did is he sat down and showed us how to make a spear with exchangeable points. Now, what I'm talking about is you have one shaft, you have this point, but then if you need to, you can take that point and put that point on it if you're spearing something different. And I'm going to show you how he taught us to do that. First thing, I'm going to unwrap this one. Get you turned a little bit here. I don't know if any of you have seen this before, but it was something that he showed us, and believe it or not, I haven't seen it on YouTube, so I thought I'd share it. What you end up with is that. You shave part of the side of your shaft off and notch it. Then when you take your spear point, you leave a long enough shaft on it that they interlock together. Now, what that does, you have contact pushing back there, there, and back here, so that will keep that spear point from sliding up the handle. And then when you want to change it and put a different spear point on, you take your other one that is cut the same way, put it on, and then lash it back down. Now as you put tension on it, it may want to slide a little bit, and you'll have to keep it straight and keep it in line. our bank line, it doesn't want to slide very well. There you go. And then lash it on. And that is solid. That's how you make a spear that you can exchange the spear tips on, is by putting those notches in it. Now, I made this out of some scrap wood I had here at the house, but the concept is the same no matter what. You just shave it one side down, notch it, and then your spear points have the opposite notch, and then they lock together when you put them together. Well, I hope y'all found that interesting. Like, share, subscribe. I'll get another one up for you soon.